Fresh details are coming in as far as the Baramati aircraft crash is concerned. We're now learning that the pilot has sustained minor injuries and is being treated at a hospital. Shahid Ansari joins us on the broadcast to share more on this. Shahid, of course, all right, I'm being told Shahid is going to be joining us momentarily, but let me quickly then hop across to Group Captain UK Devnath, sir. I was talking about the lapses. What exactly, okay, let me just in fact put out this information. There are no casualties that have been reported. We now know for a fact that the pilot is safe. There are minor injuries, but he's being treated at the hospital. So that, of course, is good, positive information coming our way. But I want your perspectives, because if there are so many safety lapses, that in itself is a problem. These are not isolated incidents that are coming to the forefront. What exactly do you make of the information that we're tracking as far as this airport is concerned? The fact that it was made in the 90s and many other lapses that we've put to the forefront.
Yes, what has happened during 90s, a large number of small airstrips, kacha airstrips were converted into airports. Now, most of these airports lack all the basic facilities except the runway. Practically, there is nothing there. To add to it, in last 2 decades, like Baramati, the trainer aircraft, last 2 decades, more than 38 flying training organizations, flying training schools have opened all over India. Most of them operate from a kacha strip, or most of them operate from a runway, where there is a almost practically zero facility available. The environment is not conducive to safe flying operations, as brought out already by Group Captain Vajpayee. Now, definitely DGCA puts in huge amount of effort in maintaining about 120 operational airports, where commercial aircraft are regularly landing and taking off. But other than these 140 odd airfields where DGCA has posted professionals and expert staff to man the airport, these all over India there are more than 60 airports which have got no staff. There is no air traffic controller, there is no airfield perimeter boundary, there is no fire tender, there is no wireless facility available. All these, I was talking about the 38 odd flying schools, they operate on more or less ad hoc basis. One of the instructors, senior instructors, is made to sit in makeshift air traffic control building, which is nothing other than a 10 feet, one room accommodation. And he is given a walkie-talkie in his hand to control the aircraft. But over a period of time, these airfields will get some kind of an uplift. For Baramati, government of Maharashtra had sanctioned 100 crore rupees after the sad demise of accident of Shri Ajit Pawar.
Yes, I will be coming to that, sir. I request you to stay on with us. We're tracking some further breaking updates. The police have shared an official statement on the Baramati crash. An aircraft was involved in the runway excursion incident at Baramati airfield during a training exercise. The aircraft carrying Captain Chirag Shashikant and Cadet Abhijit Jundre was conducting circuit and landing emergency exercises. During the exercise, the aircraft could not be brought to a complete stop and continued beyond the threshold of runway 29, veering off the paved surface. In fact, we're understanding, like I said, no casualties have been reported. But of course, that official statement coming our way. Let me now quickly hop across to my colleague Rumi Mishra, who joins us on the broadcast to explain the sequence of events as we understand. Rumi, over to you.
Yes, Asavri, well, right in front of my screen, I have the map view of the Baramati airport. You can see how small this runway right here is. This is the runway 29. This is, of course, a road that runs alongside the airport. This is the spot on the left side of your screens where Ajit Pawar's plane crashed, killing him back in January this year. But now if you look at the incident that has unfolded today, the aircraft was landing here. It was taxiing on this very runway that we're looking at This is runway 29, as you can see it right here, but it crossed the border. It crossed the runway as well. It moved ahead. The pilot, for some reason, could not gain control. This was a trainee aircraft. As you mentioned out there, it was being maneuvered by a captain and a trainee cadet who were trying to, perhaps learn how to fly these aircraft. But this is the exact spot. So after crossing the runway, this is the exact spot where the aircraft crashed. This, of course, thankfully, the people who were on the flight, both the people were just minor, they sustained minor injuries. The aircraft also sustained minor damage. But like you already mentioned, Asabri, there are multiple issues at this very airport, starting from the fact that the runway is too short. Then you have seen the ridges that are there around this airport as well. So yes, Sabri, a lot of lapses have come to light, and this is especially considering the fact that this is not the first time that an aircraft has crashed at the Baramati airport. It happened twice this year itself. So a lot of glaring lapses have been coming to light, but this is the only distance from the place where Ajit Pawar crash happened to the place where the crash happened today. How thankfully the people in the aircraft are alive. They are minorly injured and are very safe. They've been taken to the hospital as well. But how many aircraft crashes like this will we see until the airport sees some major changes? Yes.
Right, absolutely. Rumi, appreciate you joining us on the broadcast. Of course, that was my colleague Rumi Mishra giving us a visual understanding of what exactly happened at the runway and how it moved past